Internship. Well, many a time we find students uttering this particular word while studying in our graduation. So, internship is something that we need to understand because it really weighs a lot in the entire interview process and how it is, what it is, how it is to be interpreted, how it is to be put in the resume, and how it is to be showcased at the most opportune time so that you stand out very clear, making a great impact in the hiring process. So let's try and understand what is internship. As competition for graduate jobs increases, it is ever increasing every year. Students need to think of new ways to set themselves apart from all of the other equally qualified and skilled candidates. Graduates who have relevant workplace experience tend to be more valued by employers, and this makes internships an attractive prospect. But what exactly are internships? How can they help you, and what will you be expected to do? We'll explore these areas in this particular shoot, which should help you to decide whether an internship is the right choice for you or not. So, what is an internship? An internship is an opportunity offered by an employer to potential employees called interns to work at a firm for a fixed period of time. Interns are usually undergraduates or students, and most internships last between a month and a 3 month. Internships are usually part time if offered during a university semester and full time if offered during the vacation periods. An internship should give you practical skills, workplace experience, and greater knowledge of that particular industry in exchange for the employer benefiting from your labor. So, internship will always give you that fixed window time as the office hours. It will give you all those delegation of the work which you need to understand and do it for a day, subsequently for weeks, for months, and come to a conclusion on that particular task that has been assigned to you. Most importantly, when an internship takes initiation, you are part of it, you become as good as an employee, because whatever it takes for an employee generally will also be following you as a practice, and you need to do everything there. You need to do all the things which a regular employee does and work in conjunction with that particular employee and almost imbibe all the qualities, all the diligencies, all the practices that that particular employee is exhibiting at that point of internship period. So, an internship can be paid or voluntary. It means you are lucky if you are getting paid off your internship, which is called a stipend, and if it is involuntary, that means it is more to do with your exposure to the industry specific, the domain specific that you love to make your career in, and it's purely non-commercial. So the trend is increasingly towards the former, the meaning the paid internship and the voluntary both exist, but the trend is increasing towards the former, as voluntary internships are often cited as exploitative. That means if you are getting paid for your internship, then the idea is very clear. You are not going for actually taking for a commercial importance. You are not taking internship because you want to earn. You are taking that internship because you want an industry exposure and what it takes to actually do a job. And hence, voluntary nature of internships are not considered that serious. So as you would expect, internship that pay well are usually the most competitive one, and hence there would be varied commercial angles and degree involved in the paid internship as well. Okay, let's try and understand how is an internship different to an apprenticeship. It is important to differentiate between an internship and an apprenticeship since they offer quite different experience. An apprenticeship is a dedicated vocational program that combines work-based training and study towards national vocational qualification, which is called as NVQ or foundation degree. Apprentices usually spend 4 days a week with their employer and then a day in the training center where they will work on building their portfolio to achieve their national vocational qualification. Traditionally, apprenticeships were reserved to trade occupations such as construction or planning. More recently, apprenticeships are offered in an increasing number of industries from accountancy to marketing. So, apprenticeship can be a valuable route into employment as apprentices often stay with their employer once they complete their vocational training, naturally progressing into a more senior role. Perhaps most importantly, an apprenticeship is a paid program where you will earn at least the national minimum wage or apprenticeship rate depending on your age. Typically, an apprenticeship will last between 12 and 18 months, though this depends on the level of the qualification. By contrast, an internship doesn't result in any formal qualification and is often for a much shorter period of time. And as mentioned previously, not all internships are paid. Perhaps the most significant difference between an internship and apprenticeship is the commitment required from you to complete them. Apprenticeships are for the long term and you will need to commit to a program for at least 12 months to obtain your qualification. Internships, on the other hand, are more flexible and they allow you to try different companies, work in different roles, and really explore an industry in depth. This can be beneficial if you are not really sure what direction your career is heading. Another factor that you should consider is your area of specialization. Some industries are more suitable for internships, while others are better suited to apprenticeships. So, why do companies offer internships? Companies offer students internships for a variety of reasons. One could be short term. Internships provide employers with cheap and sometimes even free labor for what is usually low level office based tasks such as photocopying, filing, simple spreadsheet work, drafting reports, DTP, etc. etc. Many businesses will bring on board interns for a number of weeks or months to assist with the completion of major project or event. This can be great for students because it can really help them to develop an evidence skills in project management, problem solving, and client relationship management. Even if the internship is only brief, it can still equip them with a range of transferable skills and help them network and build valuable connections in the industry. Plus, it looks good on the resume. The second reason could be long term. Employers often use internships as an effective way of advertising their graduate schemes to students. Surveys indicate that almost half of all graduate employers hire at least 20% of their ex-interns for training schemes. It is likely that graduates will return to the organization that hired them as an intern for full-time employment after leaving universities. Hiring ex-interns after they graduate is as advantageous for employers as these graduates already understand the company and the job they will be doing. Ex-interns require less training than new candidates. One good reason why ex-interns, which saves time, resource, money and everything. The training time. When it comes to getting that job, you can never be too informed. What do interns typically do? The majority of interns will carry out a range of support tasks in a junior role. The specific duties of an internship will vary considerably depending on the employer, the industry, and the type of internship. Unlike conventional employment, internships have an emphasis on training rather than employment itself. Don't expect to be given a client account to manage or a creative project to coordinate in the first week of your internship. By their very nature, internships are more of a support role than anything else. But they are a great opportunity for you all to learn how the business operates. Even if you are only carrying out basics and perhaps mundane activities, typically duties may include processing mail, data entry, filing, sorting through documents, or scheduling appointments. That's not a given though. Some interns are given greater responsibilities and can end up becoming a key member of the team, making significant contribution to the company. What experience will you need? Although employers will not expect you to have previous work experience, they will look at the skills that you have obtained while your studies. So, what should you mention if you don't have regular work experience? Here are some ideas. Volunteering is an excellent way to build your experience. Don't think about the work being unpaid. Think of it as a means to an end and an effective way to develop your skills and build your network. There are lots of part-time jobs that you can do in between your studies. Don't worry too much about the type of job that you get at this stage. It is experience and transferable skills that the internship recruiter will be looking for. By joining students group such as business clubs, college clubs, associations, or community groups, you can develop skills that employers look for. If you don't want to get a part-time job, freelancing is always an option, particularly in creative industries where you can build your portfolio and develop a variety of skills from marketing through to finance. So what are the benefits of doing an internship? Some of the key advantages include a chance to develop your knowledge and skills in a particular field or industry, exploring different roles to see which one you would like to pursue, getting insight into the way business work and what challenges they face on a daily basis, the opportunity to create a network of contacts, gaining valuable work experience to set you apart from other candidates, acquiring university module credits, applying the concepts and strategies of academic study in a live work environment, getting the national minimum wage if you do a paid internship, then only. What will I be paid? Well, this is a good question. There has been considerable debate and controversy surrounding internships, particularly those who are unpaid. Questions have been raised as to whether unpaid internships should even be allowed at all. Paid internships are very competitive. Even though many of them only pay the national minimum wage, if you can't secure one, you'll need to consider whether the benefits of an unpaid internship outweighs the financial drawbacks. How do I apply for internship? Very important question. The application process for an internship can be rigorous and detailed. Since competition is often high, particularly in the industries such as law, banking, and media and consulting, start your internship search at least 6 months in advance. Companies will run recruitment drives at certain times throughout the year. So know when the recruitment campaigns for internships of companies you are interested begins. The requirement for applicants will vary depending on the company. Some organizations will ask you to complete an online application, while others will recruit in the same way as they would appoint someone for a permanent job. Certain employers may be quite strict in their selection process, requesting that you attend an assessment center, complete a psychometric test, or participate in an interview. Others will decide based purely on the CV and cover letter. There are two ways that you can apply for an internship. You can either check advertisement or you can send out speculative applications to companies of interest. In either of these situations, you should compose a strong application that clearly demonstrates your knowledge, skills, and motivation relevant to the internship, states what you can bring to the company, emphasizes why you are interested in the organization, demonstrates the key competencies that the company is looking for an intern. So internships are an excellent addition to your CV or resume, and in an increasingly competitive job marketplace, they really can set you apart from other candidates, provided you go through this particular special episode dedicated on internship. I hope this throws enough light of you make taking internship seriously. Wishing you great luck. Thank you.